Hi, so today I'm going to take you on a little tour of my lip collection and probably do a little bit of a light declutter and give you some little mini reviews along the way. So let me go ahead and get it all out. I think this is everything I have in my lip collection, including like chapstick and everything. So where should I start? You know what? Let's start with these elf things. Let's start off on a high note because I love these. There's no reason I need four of these. I don't. I really, really do not. But these are wonderful. I will say, like, the bright stars of this are the orange and the strawberry flavored ones. These smell wonderful. The strawberry one it's definitely artificial strawberry, but in the absolute best way possible. The orange dreamsicle, I think that's the name of this one. Yes, orange creamsicle. That is exactly what it smells like. It smells like an orange creamsicle, and I love it. I love both of these. I probably like the orange one a little bit better, but these are both really good. The flavors for cotton candy and brown sugar, cotton candy's okay, but it's artificial cotton candy flavor, and I'm not as excited about that one, but it's not bad. I also feel like the blue leaves like a little bit of a blue tinge. I don't think you're gonna see it on my hand. You're definitely not gonna see it on my hand. But if you like really like use this on your lips, it can give you like a little bit of a blue tinge, which can make you look kind of cold, and I don't love that look. But the actual product is nice. Brown sugar, for some reason, yeah, it smells like brown sugar, but it tastes kind of like brown sugar and soap. Not really sure why. So I don't love this one. As far as working as a lip exfoliator, these all work really well in my opinion. I don't have that much experience with lip exfoliators, but I do recall like a lot of them are a little bit too exfoliating for me. I like things that are a little bit more gentle. I find these to be very, very gentle. This is more of like, I don't know. It's kind of like if someone put sugar in like a chapstick formula. That's really what this feels like. It's very smooth. It's very like nourishing feeling, and it doesn't feel like it's, going too hard on your lips. So I imagine some people will like that and some people won't like that. But if you like something that is really gentle on your lips but still exfoliates them, this does a really good job. I feel like the granules that are doing the exfoliating kind of like melt after a little bit. So I really do think that they're sugar. I really do think that the granules are sugar, and they just sort of like melt into like the balmy chapstick part of it. So it's almost like you get a two-in-one where you're exfoliating your lips and then it melts into like a chapstick on your lips, which is really quite nice. I really do love these. Again, you don't need four. I'm not going through them that quickly. But I think the formula is lovely and I really recommend these. These are great. So, and I do like having these because I also like lip stains. And if you want a lip stain to go on well, it's good to have an exfoliator. Now, I have tried Wonderskin's exfoliator. I don't have it here. I didn't like it as much. It's much more gritty. I think it does a good job at feeling almost as gentle as the elf one, but I think it does like like more of a job exfoliating your lips. The granules feel a lot finer. However, it doesn't have that balmy feel that these do. It doesn't really melt into anything. It really feels more of like you're putting like a really, really fine sand on your lips and exfoliating it, and then you have to wipe it off and then apply chapstick or something because it might make your lips feel a little bit dry. So I don't like the experience of the Wonderskin one as much. Frankly, it probably exfoliates your lips better, but I don't like that you have to like put it on and then wipe it off and then put on a chapstick. I very much prefer this one where I put it on, get a little bit of exfoliation, and then it's like moisturizing to my lips, and then I can just like go about my day or whatever. Anyway, so that's it on exfoliators. Let's start with Ulta. I was really surprised by this. And I guess we can go ahead and start swatching things. I'm not going to swatch the Wonderskin because those would just be weird to swatch. But I'll swatch this because I was really impressed with the color. I love a bright pink stain, and they're, for some reason, really difficult to find. Like a bright pink cool tone stain. And this one is absolutely lovely. The problem is it's not what I want in a stain. You see, what I want in a stain is something that stains my lips. Preferably, I don't need to like wipe it off or anything. Like it's easy. Like I just put it on, it's on my lips, and then once it dries down, I can put chapstick over it. And then it lasts for a really long time, even though I'm drinking and like snacking throughout the day. So this is not that. This applies very beautifully in that you put it on, you don't have to wipe it off. But I don't think that it really stains your lips. I'm not really sure I would call this a stain, although it kind of acts like one. Like, I don't think that this stuff stains your lips. I think what happens is this all just dries down on your lips, kind of like it has this like really beautiful gel quality on your lips, like a dried gel in like the best way. It's not drying, it's lightly hydrating, very, very lightly hydrating. Definitely put like a lip balm under this if you like lip balm, if your lips get dry. And then this will kind of seal that in. It kind of creates this beautiful gel barrier on top, and it gives a nice sheen and it's a very beautiful color. But the moment you eat anything or drink anything, or if you try to put lip balm on top of this, it will peel away like in little tiny fragments. And I don't like that. But it's sad because if you put it on your lips and you use it just like that and you don't touch it, it looks beautiful and it feels really nice. So this is going to be someone's holy grail, just not mine. So I will use this up. I'm almost done with it. There's only a little bit left, but I won't repurchase it. Which is going to be a hard thing to hold myself to do because I really love this color. This is a color I haven't really been able to find in any other stains yet. But I can't put chapstick on top of it, and I can't drink or eat with it on. So it's a no-go for me. Okay, so I went to take off the lip stain that I said didn't stain your lips or anything, and I think I was wrong. It does leave a stain. It must just be too light of a stain to show up on my lips, but I tried to take off and I was able to take off the gel layer of the Ulta Beauty lip stain with some water, but this stayed. And I can't quite get this to come up. I mean, I haven't tried soap on it yet. I've just tried water. So this actually does stain. My lips must just be too dark for this to really show up, but just FYI, this does leave a stain. It's a really pretty color if it shows up. So I guess this is like the Etude House ones where it actually does leave a stain, even though I feel like it kind of doesn't. And it stays for a long time, but it just doesn't show up on my lips. So just so you know, FYI. But overall, like a good product. So these two people seem to like a lot. This is the Etude Dear Darling Water Tint. And I see why people like this. I really do. So this is like very watery. Actually, let me see if I can show it on camera. This is like you see how watery that is. You're not going to be able to tell with the Ulta one, I don't think, because I don't have enough left in it, but it's less watery. I mean, it's still watery, but there's like a little bit of viscosity to it. The Etude ones are straight up water, like it's just straight up liquid. And these are really nice if you like that, I don't know, like just ate a popsicle kind of look. These stain like the inside of your lips, like where your lips meet, really well. It stains that area very nicely, very darkly. It has this nice bright color. So this one that I'm putting on is the more pinky purple color. I don't know if there's a name, but it was in the 3-pack. It's like the pinky purple color. And then this is the red color. And on me, the red leans like a tiny bit orange, but that's just because my skin tone's very cool toned. I think that this is kind of a more neutral red, maybe even like leaning cool toned, but it's just gonna look warm on me. But these are lovely tints if you like that specific look where the interior of your lips is stained and then the I don't know, what is it called? Like the exterior of your lips. Like most of your lips won't really get color from this, or at least that's what happens on my lips. Maybe a very light staining if you go over it a few times. But it's really that area where your lips meet that is going to be stained, and it's going to be stained a much darker color than the rest of your lips. Now, my problem is I like that look. I do like that look, but I don't want that look all the time. So I wish that these were a little bit more versatile and applied more evenly to my lips, or that I could do something to get them applied more evenly to my lips. But they don't. They just really don't. They also don't have much staying power. I feel like I've seen a lot of reviews where people will say that this lasts through meals or it lasts all day. This I drink water and this rubs off. It just runs off. And so it has no staying power. They are very pretty. I really quite like both of these. But they have no staying power. So I'm not even sure if I'll be able to use these up. There's quite a lot of product in them. If these work for you, like they're super cheap and they'll last a long time. Like they're a deal if you like them. I wouldn't purchase these again. These aren't quite the kind of stain that I want. So getting to the stains that I do like. So I don't know how you would not have heard of Wonderskin. They were all over Instagram at one point, and their marketing is so cheesy. I don't like it, and I don't agree with it. It is not as easy to apply and take off as they show. However, once you get this to work for you, it works really, really well. So I have this in 3 colors. I have Beautiful, Divine, and First Kiss. And I will say what the colors show up on you as is going to depend a lot on your skin tone. So I have a well, not just your skin tone, but the color of your lips. That's what I mean to say, the color of your lips. On me, Divine, which is supposed to be this like really beautiful deep red, it kind of turns this like deep brown red vampy color, which is it's beautiful, but it's not the color that I wanted it to be. So I'll use this up, but I won't use it again. Beautiful just doesn't have enough pigment for my lips. It very lightly stains it like I don't know, just like a cooler pink tone color. But I don't think I would purchase either one of these again. Now, one of my friends has a lot more colors of these, and I've tried out a lot more colors with her, and that's how I actually came to find First Kiss, which I really love. On me, this is a much more like hot pink, almost like a hot red pink, and it's very beautiful, very, very beautiful. So I really love these. I would get First Kiss again, definitely. I might also try out Sweetheart, although that one might also be a little bit too light for me. And I love Darling. I did try out Darling with my friend, and it's a very beautiful bright plum color. Not the most flattering on me, but it's just such a pretty color that I might get it anyway. So yeah, finding the right color for you is a little bit of an experiment, but what I like about these is they go on your lips and they stain them and then they stay there. And I can put chapstick on top of these and it doesn't do anything. I can reapply chapstick as many times as I want. It won't make these go away. I can eat with these, I can drink with these on, and really the only thing that will take these off, as far as food goes, is if you're eating something greasy, like with some oil in it, that will make these fade. But otherwise, like you can even like put these on. If you put this on, let it dry down, and then like go and take a shower, you're still going to have these on. Maybe if you like really soap up your face, like these will have some fading, but otherwise these really stay on, and I really love that about them. Now, about the marketing and about the application process, there's a learning curve. There is a learning curve, I will say that, and I don't appreciate that they don't tell you about that, because it makes you it could make you think that the product's not very good. I'll say that. So number one, you need an exfoliator for your lips, especially if you're working with the darker colors like Divine or Darling. If you don't have an exfoliator and you work with Divine or Darling, it might go on patchy. In fact, it probably will go on patchy. So be aware of that. If you're working with a darker color from Wonderskin, you absolutely need to exfoliate your skin or your lips. So, and on that note, just be aware, even if you do exfoliate your lips, sometimes the darker colors will just go on patchy. Just if you're having dry lips or something, it will really adhere to that. So I have that issue with Divine. I have that issue with Darling. I don't really have that issue with First Kiss, even though I would say First Kiss is not that much lighter of a color. It's really more of a brighter color on me. But I don't have that much issue with patchiness on this, unless like my lips are dry and I didn't exfoliate them, then I might have some issue. But other than that, no. Something really light like Beautiful, you should have absolutely no problem, or I have no problem putting this on my lips. I don't have any issue with patchiness. So just be aware of that. Like if you're looking for a very light stain, it will be very easy to get the color that you want. If you're going for something darker, you're going to need to exfoliate. You're going to need to make sure that your lips are prepped and not dry. And you're probably going to need to be a little bit more careful about the application process. So, and with that said, also, I have mixed feelings about their activator. So this is the thing that you're supposed to spray on after you've applied the stain, and this is supposed to like immediately make it stain your lips and lock it in and blah blah blah. What I found, this does help. I will say this does help the stain last for longer. It sort of does what it says, but when you spray this on your lips, if you're working with a darker color, it'll make it run. So be ready for that and make sure you have a tissue or something available, and do not, absolutely do not try to remove the Wonderskin stuff from your lips with your fingers, because you will stain them. You will stain them and that stain will not come off. I mean, it'll come off in a day, but you won't be able to get it off in the moment. And that kind of sucks. If you didn't want to stain your fingers a bright red, and then you have to go about your day with bright red fingers, it kind of sucks. So this will make stuff run. Like whenever I spray this, when I put on Divine, I have to have a tissue to get the color that's running down my chin when I spray this on, and I have to use a Q-tip for taking off the blue mask. Just don't touch it with your fingers. I will also say I think I have a better time with the Wonderskin going on more evenly, and just staying on for the longest period of time if I apply the mask and I let it dry down completely, like to where it's like very dry, and then I spray this on. You shouldn't have to do that technically. Nowhere does it say that you need to do that, but I find that helps me a lot. So I recommend doing that. And I do recommend Wonderskin in general, but just be aware that the application process is a little bit more intensive and not as like easy and satisfying as they make it seem in their commercials. Just be aware of that. But overall, if you're like me and you want something that really stains your lips and it stays there and you can eat with it and you can put chapstick over it, these are it. These are really it. I haven't found anything else that works as well as these. I have people that keep on telling me to try out Korean brands like Roen, and I just don't think that they're going to have the stain power that these do. And that's what I really want in a stain. I want them to stain my lips. You know, I don't want it to be like a gloss that kind of like does a little bit of staining. Like, no, the whole thing for me is the stain. And then I put chapstick over it. So I'm probably just going to stick with Wonderskin, but we'll see if I ever try anything else. But I'm very happy with these. I will probably continue to buy them. Probably won't try any of these anymore. You know what? Let's go to chapstick. I don't know why I brought this. I got this on a plane flight. This is from Sunday Riley. It's fine. It's fine. It's basically shea butter in a tube. I don't know what else to say. It's fine. It's not my favorite thing ever, but it's nice to keep in my purse. I would never buy this. I got this for free. So there's that. Let's see. So this, on the other hand, I really love. So this is the Neutrogena Lip Sleeping Mask. I don't think I ever used this as a lip mask. What I like this for is actually as a gloss. This is the most beautiful gloss that I've tried. It has like this very light pink tint to it, but it just goes on your skin. Super glossy, super hydrating. It's just lovely. It feels super nice. It looks super nice. This on top of one of the Wonderskin stains, absolutely phenomenal. It looks like you have the most beautiful glossy lipstick thing going on, and it's fantastic. Highly recommend this. I don't bother with any other chapstick or gloss at this point. I do have this from Roen. I think they did like a price. I think there was a glitch basically, and I got this on a glitch. I think I spent $2 on this, so it was worth it for $2. And I love the packaging. This is very like upscale packaging. It's just very. I just like holding this, you know. Now, would I pay? I think it's $30. Maybe it's $25, $30 or $30. I would never pay that for this, but it is lovely. I think I have a cat hair on me. It is lovely, but it's not as glossy as the Neutrogena lip mask. Let's see if we can get this to focus on what I want it to focus on. But you see, it's not quite as thick. It's not quite as glossy. It does have some small, you can't see, but the one from Roen does have some small gold glitter in it. You don't really ever see it unless you put it on top of a stain that's quite dark. Actually, let's see if we can put it on top of this. Let's go for this. Can you see that? No. Can I see that? No. Well, I can't see it and I can't get it to show on the screen, but there are some gold glitter in here. It doesn't really show up that much on your lips that often, but it is pretty. It has a bit of a mintiness to it that I could do without, but overall this feels very, very, very nice, very luxurious. I would never pay for it, but I will use it. I will use it and enjoy it. But I'll continue to get the Neutrogena lip mask. And I wouldn't purchase this again. Although I'll try to find a way to keep on using this packaging because that's nice. All right, so lip balm that has sunscreen in it. This was a difficult thing for me to find sunscreen that worked for my lips. And most of that I think was because everything's flavored and everything is usually flavored mint, which is it's very sensitizing for my lips and I don't like it. But I really like the Jack Black Shea Butter and Vitamin E flavor. I don't really know what they were going for. It kind of reminds me of like a birthday cake kind of flavor, like vanilla. Yeah, that's kind of. I mean, I guess vanilla y. I don't know. It's a nice flavor. It doesn't sensitize my lips. SPF 25 is okay. I wish it was a little bit higher, but overall I find this very nice feeling on my lips and it smells nice. It doesn't make my lips get weird and puffy. I'm trying to think of what else I used. I think I had something from Eucerin, and that one tasted absolutely vile. This is nice. I do wish I had more options. I do wish that the SPF was a little bit higher, but this feels really nice on my lips, and I'll continue to buy it. Now this one I probably should just throw away. It's the Vanicream sunscreen, and here's why I don't use it. I think it'll be very obvious. Like, you see how white that is? Maybe that looks good on some people, but on me it makes me look like a corpse. Like, I could use this for Halloween, honestly. It feels nice on the skin. I'll give it that. This actually feels very nice on the skin, but it looks so bad on me that I can't use it. The only time I ever use this is actually, when your lips get really sensitized and dehydrated and they flake and they're just super sad and nothing seems to help. I put this on top and it helps, but I don't usually go out in the sun with it on. Like, no one sees me when I wear this. So I would not recommend this for a sunscreen lip product, and I probably just need to throw this away, to be perfectly honest. You know what? I should probably make like a declutter pile, because there's a few other things in here that I know I need to get rid of, but yeah, this needs to be decluttered. I'm just going to put it up there for right now. So that's it for my chapsticks. So I have I'm calling these like my liquid lipsticks and then my regular lipsticks, and then that will be it. So these three, so first of all, I don't like liquid lipsticks. I really do not like them. I have tried to work with these and they're nice in their own way, but I'm kind of done with liquid lipsticks. So this one's from Hera. This is in the color Seoul Daze. 177 Seoul Daze. And I think I got this because I thought it would be a cool tone. And it's not like the warmest color ever, but it's like I think they tried to do like a cool tone coral. And it's not the worst color on me, but I just never reach for it. Now, the sad thing is that it actually has a lovely formula. I think if for some reason I was forced to get a liquid lipstick, I would try to find a Hera liquid lipstick in a different color than this. It's not my color, but I will say the formula for this is really nice. It dries down to, does it look matte? It looks kind of matte. It keeps a little bit of juiciness to it, but it doesn't make your lips feel dry, which is fantastic. And I love it. But I can't do the color. The color just doesn't work. And I never reach for this. I've had this for a couple of months. I feel like if one of my friends wanted it, she could probably use it for a little bit before it goes off. Or I don't know how long these last. I just think anything that has this kind of a component is just a breeding ground for bacteria, and I think it's kind of gross. But this was expensive. These are like $40, and I'm kind of sad that this color didn't work out. And this is part of the reason I'm really hesitant to get anything else from K-Beauty as far as like lip stains or lipsticks, because everything K-Beauty seems to run very warm toned on me. Like, even the things that are supposed to be cool toned, their only true cool tones tend to be pastels. And I don't like pastels. I like things with a lot of color. But everything seems to run warm on me. So I'm probably not going to try this again. Lovely formula. Would highly recommend the formula. I can't do the colors. Now, Kylie, I don't remember how I got this. And I want to like it. Originally, this smelled, actually, no, it still smells. Still smells really nice. It has like a beautiful vanilla scent to it. It's definitely artificial, but it smells really nice. I don't love this wand. It's like the tiniest wand ever. I just don't like it. I like a bigger wand that like goes over my lips or something. So I don't like those. Love the smell, don't like the wand. The color is, I don't even know, because it looks cool tone to me. You know, it looks like a pinky blue red. But when I put it on my lips, it just looks weird. There's something weird about this color. I also don't like the formula that much. It's not the driest dry down ever. Like, it doesn't make my lips feel like they're dying, but it doesn't have the plushness of the Hera lipstick. I will say the color looks better on me than the Hera one, but it's not good enough for me to use or keep. I just never reach for it. And frankly, in general, like lipsticks, like even when we get to these lipsticks just aren't for me. I really like stains, because then I can put a chapstick on top of it. Whereas if I have a lipstick of any sort, I can't really put something on top of it. I know some people put gloss on top of their lipsticks, but that doesn't tend to work for me very well. It always just pulls the lipstick off, even if I'm really gentle. Or, you know, actually more often the lipstick will mix with whatever I put on top of it, and that just looks weird. So I probably shouldn't be purchasing any more lipsticks in general, but we'll get to that when we come over here. Last one here, this isn't really a liquid lipstick, but for some reason it reminds me of liquid lipstick, or maybe it's just a lipstick, I don't know. Oh, and by the way, so this is from Covergirl. This is their Clean Fresh, I think it's a Balm something. I don't know. It's in Life is Pink, which I thought was going to be a lot brighter of a pink. And I don't know. I guess it's pretty bright for what it is. I'm just going to go over it a few times to let this build up. But it's, I don't know. There's something about it that I don't like. Like the color. I don't like. Maybe it's too warm toned. I don't know. I just don't like it. But even more so, I don't like the formula. There's something about this that's like sticky, and I don't know. It just doesn't look good on me. It doesn't feel good on me. I don't even think I left it. I don't even think I let it dry down. So I don't know what it dries down to. Also, it has such a blunt surface that it's really hard for me to do my Cupid's bow. So if you have like a Rihanna Cupid's bow, this is not going to help you at all. But yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the color. I don't like the formula. There's something sticky about it. There's something drying about it, actually. Even though I never let it dry down, it felt dry on my lips. It felt like it was drying my lips. So I don't like any of these. These are all gonna go one way or the other. I should have left some room. All right, so this is going to be the declutter pile. I'm just gonna move all those over there. All right, so lipsticks. So I'm just gonna go in, let's go in chronological order. All right, I think that's chronological order. When I was younger, I must have had some sort of like terrible traumatic experience with lipstick, because before these, I'd always thought of lipstick as like this stuff you put on your lips that's like kind of goopy and feels very drying and smells awful. Just awful. And then I think I got it was like a Fenty sampler thing from Sephora. I didn't open it for a while because I was like, ew, lipstick, I don't want it. And then I tried it and I was like, these smell great. And the Fenty ones, I mean, if you don't like fragrance in your lipstick, I guess you won't like it, but I think they smell fantastic. And also the formula is so nice. It's like very smooth, very buttery. I just love it. I guess the only thing about the formula is it doesn't dry down the way that like Pat McGrath MatteTrance does. So it can slide around a tiny bit, but it doesn't really slide around per se. It's just not going to be matte. but these feel so nice on my lips. So, and by the way, this is MVP. That's the color this is. And originally, when I was looking at lipsticks, I thought everything just pulled very warm. And then I tried this and I was like, ooh, that's really nice. This runs a little bit dark on me, but at the time, this was the first lipstick color that I ever thought looked flattering on me. So I realize now I don't think I like a true red. Actually, you know what? Let's leave these out so you can see all the colors next to one another. But this runs a little bit dark on me. I do think for a red, this is flattering on me, but it is a bit dark. It is a bit bold. I mean, I like bold, but it's a bit dark. Now, when this came out, I was so excited. And I don't know what got me to purchase this, but this is my favorite colored thing that I've ever put on my lips. This is Miss Candy Venom from, I think it's the summer release. And, you know, even though I don't wear lipstick that often, even though I already have more lipsticks than I would ever need, this is one thing that I consider getting a backup of because it is limited edition. And this is just so stunning. This is such a stunning color. It's so beautiful and it's so flattering on me. And I've tried to find stains that work for me, and for some reason, even though this one looks similar, it goes too purple and it also just doesn't stain the way that I want it to. But this color, it's so bright and beautiful. Now, one of my friends had this color. This is Extravaganza from Pat McGrath in her MatteTrance collection. And this runs a little bit purple for me, but for some reason, it's also just very flattering. And I will say, it's kind of a toss-up between MatteTrance and the Fenty formula, which one I like the best. MatteTrance definitely dries down to something that stays on your lips really nicely. Like, I don't worry about drinking or anything. I mean, if I eat, it'll come off, but it's pretty sturdy on the lips. But the Fenty formula is just so divine and comfortable that it's hard for me to choose between the two. I like both of them, and I really like both of these colors. Both of these colors are just amazing. Now, I think I started to worry about not being able to find the Fenty Miss Candy Venom again, and I kind of went on a lipstick shopping spree, which I shouldn't have done because I don't wear lipstick that often. I should have just waited for this to go on sale and gotten another one of these. But me being me, I was like, no, let's try to find the Pat McGrath version of the Fenty. So I ended up getting Divine Romance because in the picture online, this kind of looks like Miss Candy Venom, maybe like a little bit lighter colored or something, but it looked like it should be in that realm, and it's definitely not. It's definitely not. This is not a bright color at all. It's rather muted. And I don't like this color nearly as much as these other two. It's not too dark, it's just too muted for me. It's not something that I like. So I do wish that Pat McGrath had better swatches and better just color representation on her website, because I would never have gotten this if I had known the color it would be. And at the same time, I picked this one up because I saw how bright and beautiful this was online. And in person, it also is bright and beautiful in the tube. But when you put it on, it doesn't have a lot of pigment. It's more about the glitter in the formula, which is beautiful. Don't get me wrong, it is beautiful. But that isn't what I wanted. I wanted the pigment, and I was okay to put up with the glitter, but I wanted the pigment, and the pigment just isn't there. It is lovely, and I will be keeping this. Actually, put that out. And actually, like I should have said this before, this one I will be decluttering. So So neither of these really look like the Fenty one that I was worried about losing out on. This is still kind of its own thing in my collection. I don't really have anything that's like this. So these two I'm not so worried about me picking up. I think I paid $1 for both of these at CVS. And I started out with Cherries in the Snow. This is a very classic color. And it is pretty, but I think it's a little bit too muted. It's just not quite the color that I want. And I think it runs actually a little bit too warm, which is surprising because I feel like this is described as a cool toned color. But you see how close those look on the skin? But on my lips, they just translate a little bit different. Like this, with the Fenty one on my lips, it just makes the rest of my face look so just beautiful. It just makes me glow. Whereas this on my face, for some reason, it kind of makes my imperfections a little bit more clear, which I don't appreciate. And I think it's just because of the undertones. I think the Fenty one is much more cool toned, whereas the Revlon one is much more warm toned. So I gave up on that one. And then I found this one called Fuchsia Fusion. So, which I didn't need to get. And I think this is still not quite the color I want it to be. It's not bright enough. Kind of like Cherries in the Snow. It's a little bit too muted. But I think it is cooler toned. So this isn't the same thing as the Fenty. It's not the same thing, but it's closer because it's cooler toned. I don't think it's as cool toned. And it's more of a plum than a fuchsia, in my opinion. The Fenty one is definitely more of a fuchsia. It's like a very vibrant, pinky, leaning purple color. Whereas Fuchsia Fusion is really more of like a, it's really more of like a purple color. Like it definitely has fuchsia, but it's more of like it's like a purple leaning fuchsia. So here's all of the swatches for everything. And it's kind of funny how close a lot of these things are, but I really have strong opinions about not liking most of them. I think out of all of these, really the only things I like, or like out of the lipsticks, I should say. I mean, I love the Fenty one. I love Pat McGrath Extravaganza. I actually do like the sparkly one. I like how cool toned it is. And I kind of like the sparkles too. It's just not something that I would have picked up. Now that I have it, I'm like, this is pretty cool. These two are interesting, and I'm happy that I tried out the Revlon ones, simply because they're just so cheap to try out. And the formula is actually really good. I will say the Pat McGrath and Fenty formulas are much better in that they stay on the lips better, they dry down more nicely, and they are a bit more comfortable. However, like like these are $30 lipsticks, right? Like they're around that price point. And I got both of these for $1 a piece. I think that was around what it was. I think the CVS coupons aligned and I was able to get this pretty cheap. So I'm happy to have these. They're fun to try out. I don't like them nearly as much as the Fenty one though. So, but I will be keeping them. I think that they're good enough for me to just wear around and see if I ever warm up to the colors. So I'm happy to keep these. I'm happy to keep this one from Pat McGrath. I do love this. I mean, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I do wish that she would do more with silver in her packaging. Everything is gold with her, which I get. That's her signature. But man, I love silver. This one, what is this? Romance, Divine Romance. I will probably get rid of this one. I do not like this color at all. It also didn't help that it came smushed. I don't know if you can see that, but the top was smushed into it, and this kind of fell out. So just overall, a disappointment. So this will go over here in the declutter pile. Extravaganza, I love, and I'm happy to have this one, even though it runs a little bit dark and a little bit purple on me. This one, I would be happy to trade all of my other lipsticks for another one of these, honestly. This is just so beautiful. And every time I try out a stain from Wonderskin, this is the color I'm trying to get. So far, First Kiss has been the closest to that color, but it doesn't give me the vividness or brightness. And frankly, I don't really expect that of a stain, because it's not going to go on with the opaqueness of a lipstick. But this gets me pretty close. I've been pretty happy with First Kiss. And MVP, this did start it all, so I'm happy to have this. And I don't think I paid very much for this, but I don't love this. This color's a little bit too dark on me. It's this color. It's a beautiful color, and for a red, it's very, very, very flattering. But man, Miss Candy Venom looks so much better on me than this. So as long as I have Miss Candy Venom, I might not use this. So if someone in my friend group wants this, I will probably give this away just because it's really pretty. But I like other things better. I will be keeping this red packaging though. I'll probably trade out the silvery packaging, but I love this red packaging. It's so pretty, so iconic. So out of everything, I'm keeping most things. I'll be using this up pretty quickly. And then these are the things that I just can't figure out how to use in a way that is worthwhile to me. So I'll see if I can give these away to someone who will give them a good home. And the Fenty MVP, I might also see if someone in my friend group wants it. But overall, I'm pretty happy with my lip collection. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that big. I think out of all of these things, the things that I would repurchase going forward would definitely be the e.l.f. exfoliators, probably mostly in the orange formula. Definitely First Kiss from Wonderskin. I'll probably keep on getting the Activator too, although I still have mixed feelings about this. I don't think I'd get any of the other stains. I might try some other colors from Wonderskin. From my chapsticks, I'll keep on buying my Jack Black sunscreen lip balm and then the Neutrogena lip sleeping mask that I use as a chapstick and a gloss. Miss Candy Venom, I'm going to be getting a backup of it. Unfortunately, it is limited edition, so I don't think it'll be available after it sells out. McGrath, I really do like the MatteTrance formula. If I could find this formula in this color, I would totally get it. I would love that. I'm not sure if I'll buy any more Revlon. As much as I appreciate the price point, I think their colors are just too muted for me. These two colors are considered some of the brightest in their line, and I find these to be quite muted. Not quite as muted as the Divine Romance. That one was really a bummer for me. But these two are just not super flattering on my skin tone. I'd really need something that was as cool toned as Fuchsia Fusion and a little bit brighter. So I like these. I don't mind what I spent on them, but I don't think I'll get any more of them. So definitely Fenty for the win. And then I do enjoy the Pat McGrath formula as well. So I hope that this was entertaining for you. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions on any of this, let me know. If you have anything that you'd recommend to me, especially any stains that have the same kind of stain power as Wonderskin, also let me know. I'd be very, very interested in hearing about that. So with all of that, thank you so much for spending your time with me. I really appreciate it. And hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.